We're here today to discuss with David Aron, who is the candidate for Hamden's 91st Assembly District, as to why David's campaign has decided not to take the public financing that is in place now and is law. So, David, can you please explain to the public why you've decided not to participate in the public financing for your campaign?
Well, the public financing for campaigns is part of the Citizens Election Program, which was recently put in place. This is the first election cycle where it's available to statewide offices. And as a candidate for the General Assembly, I think it's important that the state focuses on priorities: education, public safety, and there's $50 million that have been allocated for this program from the sale of abandoned properties, which would just go into the general fund and would be available to fund those state priorities, but instead are going to be used to fund political campaigns. And what that's going to translate into is mailings and flyers and bumper stickers and all those sorts of things that are just going to be thrown away after November 4th. And I see that as a waste of state resources. I think that we really need to focus on what our priorities are here in the state.
And there's a certain amount of money that Hamden would be using, the candidates from Hamden.
Right. Almost $200,000 is going towards candidates in Hamden alone. And that could be enough to fund elderly services or the Parks Department or any number of educational programs. And we know that our Board of Education and our Town Council are always looking for money to fund these programs. And instead of going to the taxpayers for more money, this money could be made available to them. And I really see that as the main reason why I've decided not to accept money from the Citizens Election Program.
Okay, and so can you tell us a little bit about the reason why they have put this campaign financing in place? I mean, you know, they say that this is to level the playing field and to prevent, PAC money and special interests from taking hold of campaigns. And will you be taking any PAC money?
I will not be accepting PAC money, and I will not be accepting money from lobbyists. There was already a ban on lobbyist money for political campaigns before the Citizens Election Program was put in place. And I really see that the main source of my campaign funding is going to come from individual donors, from people who are interested in the campaign, are interested in the cause of the campaign, which is to reduce the size of our state government, lower taxes, make our education better, our public education system with alternative funding mechanisms and new programs that will encourage schools to provide the best possible education for our students. And I think that the argument that this will level the playing field can never be leveled because I'm running against an eight-term incumbent. And many of the people who are participating in this program are running against incumbents, or they're running in districts that they're out-registered in by party. I think that the idea that we can level the playing field in any political campaign is a false one. And I think that really what's important is the ideas of the campaign. And that's what's going to level our playing field.
Aren't you worried, though, that your opponent is going to outspend you?
I'm sure he will outspend me. But as I said, the ideas of this campaign and the issues that we're going to bring up, that's what's going to level the playing field. That's what's going to win us the election. And that's what's important overall, is that we have ideas on how to fix our public education system, that we have ways that we can reduce taxes and spending, not by just cutting across the board, but by going through the budget line by line and merging programs to make them more cost effective, or to make programs that are ineffective either effective or eliminate them, or to fund some programs with user fees.
And how do you plan to fund your campaign, though?
I plan to fund my campaign. We'll have a couple fundraisers. We'll be soliciting contributions through our website, www.davidaron2008.com. We'll also be going door to door and speaking with people and gathering supporters, and those supporters will, of course, donate to the campaign.
Well, that's terrific, and we wish you much luck with your campaign, and thank you very much for this explanation today.
I'm David Aron, and I approved this message.